Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing well today. Thanks for tuning in. So we have an upload from Foodie Beauty. I don't know what this video is, if it's like a gaslighting palooza or what. She was live earlier. I was kind of in and out of that live. I'll probably do a reaction to that later. I think it's about a 3-hour live. There's a little bit of drama in it. I don't know if it was real or not. I don't know. I have to watch it first, but let's get into this video. So it says, please listen to this video in its entirety to understand my content and intentions going forward. Thank you so much. Okay, let's get into it.
Hi guys, welcome back to another video that you're probably not going to like. So, yes, I'm going to do a...
Okay, so here we go with the... I'm assuming that's oatmeal in the Tupperware and boiled eggs. So we have a breakfast, which would be a normal breakfast for someone. But for Chantal, she's basically setting herself up for failure with this breakfast.
Well, one last video. I came up with a schedule for content that I think is going to work for me a lot better. Something that I'm going to really enjoy. But before I get to that, I'm going to just update you a little bit on how I'm doing for those of you who are here mostly for that kind of part of my life. The attempts at a health journey kind of part of my life. So, so first of all, here's what I'm having for breakfast.
Oatmeal, like I suspected. So I guess this is the beginning of a new cycle. It's just odd to me that her and Amber Lynn they do the same thing every month after month. Aren't you guys tired of doing the same thing over and over and over again? I'm wondering how long this cycle will last. Who knows?
Having some oatmeal. I don't have any milk left, but there's a little bit of maple syrup, not much, some flax seeds and chia seeds, and 2 hard-boiled eggs with a bit of salt and pepper and some water. So, first off, I finally have an appointment this evening with a therapist. And
good.
Yeah, so I'm not looking forward to it. I'm not going to lie. I really hate therapy, and I've talked about that before. I've been to many therapists in my time.
She hates therapy because in therapy you are forced to confront all of your demons. You are forced to basically feel uncomfortable. So that's why I believe, honestly, in my opinion, I believe that's why she has made so many attempts at going to therapy and never completed it, because she doesn't want to be held accountable at all in any aspect of her life.
I've been to a psychiatric hospital. I've worked in one, but, so yeah, Bismillah. I don't know if you want a beauty bite, but, oh, I knew something was missing. Banana. I'm gonna mash a banana into it.
Thank goodness. I thought she was going to eat it for the feeders.
So I'm not in any condition to be doing all these challenges. I need to just get real and learn, healthy coping mechanisms with life.
First of all, nobody said to do challenges. You do this to yourself because you're like a right fighter. You're always trying to prove yourself right. So that's why you set these challenges upon yourself, because you want to try to make yourself look a specific way to all your viewers. But we could see right through you.
Said, I'm not going to be going to OA or Food Addicts Anonymous or whatever it is, because I can't be abstinent.
Wow.
What I can do is just listen if I feel like...
So what she's saying is she cannot give up her addiction. She's not willing to give up her addiction. So the little thing she could do is go to therapy. She doesn't want to do the others. She doesn't want to do the hard work, let's just say.
I just want to hear other people's stories, but I can't be abstinent right now. I don't even know if that's something that I believe in when it comes to food. I'm just confused and I don't know. So I'm going to try the therapy right now. And this is why.
First of all, you're not confused. You're doing the therapy. I don't even think you're doing the therapy for yourself. I think you're doing the therapy so you're just doing something to prove to people that you're doing something, because the fact that you said that you're not ready now to be abstinent from your addiction of food, what do you think therapy is going to do, Chantal? Like, make it make sense.
I don't feel like I can do a health journey on my channel because, number one, to have a successful channel, you kind of have to pick a niche, right? It's not just for the content, so just hear me out. But I don't want to have like a confusing channel that goes from being super personal and depressing to something lighthearted. Like, it confuses people, and I get that. And I don't want to do that.
No, you're a confused person. You don't typically have to have a niche, whatever, for a channel. You have to kind of be like, let's just say Madonna, like in the early days when Madonna first came out, and for a lot of years she kept changing herself and changing and changing and changing. That's why she was always at the top of the charts, because it's always something new. If you stay in the same lane like you have been, Chantal, I mean, the only difference now is that you're an alleged Muslim living in a foreign, or squatting in a foreign country. That's the only thing that's different. But as far as like the behavior and all of that, it's all still the same. It's all still addiction. It's all still manic. It's all still just insanity. You're still the same person.
Guys, and I just want to do something I can be consistent with. That's something that makes me happy.
You
Yes,
can't.
food makes me happy, and
Well,
what I'm going to try to do, that I think I can be more consistent with, because that's the key, being consistent at something, even if it's a small change. What I like the idea of is,
the only thing that you've been consistent with is wearing the hijab, and you're not even wearing it for the right reasons. You're wearing it to hide yourself. So still, that is still, I cannot say still, that is almost like a wall that you've built up, and you're using the hijab as part of your defense mechanism, if you will, because you're hiding still. All of this is a character, and you're hiding because you don't want to confront your demons. All of this.
allowing myself to kind of eat whatever I want, like once a day, but then be responsible. Because no matter what, it comes down to being consistent, disciplined, and responsible with something. And for me, is it going to be abstinence and just really bland eating and not, just
That's not
the away way of
abstinence.
thinking about food? Or eating super healthy, or, for the rest of the day and going for walks and stuff like that, being responsible that way about my health, going to my appointments, taking my meds, eating healthy outside of whatever else I eat throughout the day. So that I think is going to work better for me.
So what she's saying is she still wants to keep her addiction, but she's going to eat healthy, I guess, just to save face. But then she's going to have the junk food as well because she can't quit that. So even if she's just eating it one time, that's okay. I mean, you sound insane, Chantal. That's like an alcoholic that knows that they can't drink saying, okay, well, I'm just going to, drink water for all of the day and then just have a couple beers later at night. That's literally what you sound like. It's not going to work out for you, Chantal, because even if you eat healthy during the day and then decide to go out for that one junk meal, fast food meal, you're setting yourself up for a binge by still introducing that junk food into your life. You're going to have to like put the kibosh on the junk food if you want this to work.
So you're probably not going to see a lot of my life outside of my scheduled content.
Here we go, scheduled content. She'll never do it. This is why people find you frustrating, you and Amberlynn as well, because you guys say you're going to do certain things. Here we go with the scheduled content, whatever. And then what, you're going to do it for one day, maybe two. I'm being generous with the 2 days. And then you're going to revert back into what you were doing before. That's why people get frustrated.
Because honestly, I just feel like that's just something I enjoy more, and I have to enjoy it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So you can think, whatever you want of me. I know a lot of people, if I'm a failure, whatever, that's just not the case. Just because I'm not doing a health journey. And this is the thing, we've been here so many times through this.
Honestly, it's, my opinion is that I don't look at you as a failure. I look at you as a weak individual and somebody that gives into the addiction because they're lazy and they don't want to put in the work to get rid of the addiction. You're just comfortable in the addiction. That's the way I look at you. I don't look at you as like a failure in that, like how you are saying that, Chantal. That's where I think you're mistaken. A lot of people that watch you, especially reaction channels, I don't think a lot of them look at you at the same way you look at yourself. You hate yourself more, and it shows by how you treat yourself, than all of us, Chantal, as reaction channels. Self-loathing is part of your problem.
Cycle, whatever, oval, because I'm not doing something that I can stick to, that I'm not doing something I enjoy.
What? So because you don't enjoy it, that's why you don't want to do it. Like I said, she doesn't want to put in the work, and she doesn't want to be put in a position where she's uncomfortable.
I feel like I'm trying to please every single member of my audience. Because if I
Who?
don't do a health journey and I go eat something bad or whatever, or I do any kind of mukbang, like the kebab and rice, like people were like, this is sad, don't you want to live, blah, blah, blah. Those kind of people, then I feel bad and I think, okay, I have to try to prove something to these people that I can do this, And then it's just like, I have to just live my life how I want to live it.
So like I said, she wants to live in her addiction. She doesn't want to be held accountable. And it's not about pleasing your beezers or pleasing your audience. A lot of those people are rooting for you. And you could see, like, I read some of the comments. There's some people in there that I feel actually do care about you, Chantal, in their own way. And it's not about pleasing them. It's about getting healthy, Chantal. Like, your brain is so twisted because you've intertwined your real life so much with the internet and YouTube and all of that. I don't think you realize what's real and what isn't.
One's going to agree or approve of that. That's fine, but I have to be consistent with something. And I want to completely review and try most of the restaurants in Kuwait. And I want that to be a series on my channel, Foodie Beauty.
Okay.
If down the line I'm consistent.
I'm thinking she's doing this. She probably watched Sansa Cooks, her video, was it yesterday? Where I believe she's in Doha, Qatar, whatever, however you pronounce it. Because I've heard different pronunciations of the country. And Sansa did a really well put together video, something that Foodie Beauty could never do. Sansa's video, actually made you want to go to that country because she showed the beautiful aspects of the country. Now I'm wondering if Chantal watched that and said, hey, I should be doing that. I kind of have a feeling that that's what she watched.
With weight loss, maybe I'll start another channel, Foodie Gets Fit or something like that. Until then, this is just going to be a beezing channel, and I want to do like at least a food review almost every day.
Please.
Or some kind of food
So
video.
She wants to
Now,
a food review every day. So she wants to triple down on the addiction. And like I said, she's so comfortable in the addiction. She does not want to change. It's amazing to watch somebody do this to themselves in real time and just be oblivious, like, to all of it.
Things here and there. So I'll probably organize a schedule where, some days I do food reviews out. Some days I cook at home and do a video like that. Some days it's just a mukbang like normal.
So no different than an alcoholic or a heroin addict scheduling their usage. This is exactly what she's doing.
And then I want to do my live streams because my beesing community is honestly what I really enjoy.
She wants her
And
hug
I enjoy having
box.
fun.
Please.
And, you know, that's just something in my character, my nature. You know, no matter how modest I try to be.
Something in her character and her nature is that she's a spoiled little brat. Her mother raised her this way, and she always wants to get her way, and she always wants the giant hug box, and she doesn't want to take accountability. That's why she likes the Beezers. They're
I can still
enablers.
need to bees, you know?
She wants the enablers to help her with the addiction.
I just want to have a positive, fun time. Even my impressions of others, like, I don't think I'll do that too often, but I want to keep it lighthearted, you know? I honestly don't have any hate in my heart for anybody.
That's a
I just
lie.
try to mind my business now, and
That's a lie. That's a lie because, like I said, you come into my comment section with your sock accounts and you say things to me. Chantal, cut it out. Like I said, if you're going to be honest and you want to do this right, be honest. Get rid of all your stock accounts and don't do that to any of us, you know, in the community. As far as if you know, if you're brave, because I don't block anybody from my channel. So if you're brave, you come in there as yourself and say what you have to say. Don't come in there with stock accounts. You do this all over the internet, Chantal.
I'm not worried about what others are doing or saying.
That's a lie.
I
You
have
know
no
what all of
control
us
over
are
that.
doing.
But what others won't recognize, and what I think will work very well if I can be consistent. Normally my brain is disordered. And if I have a day where I'm going to eat a fast food meal or a junky meal, my brain will think all or nothing. So you had a takeout meal, even if it's just like a cheeseburger and fry, that's probably maybe 1,000 calories, you know, depending where you get it from. I'm still allowed,
No, you're
you know,
not. See, that's where you're
1,200.
wrong. No, you're a diabetic. You probably have like extremely high blood pressure, neuropathy. Your eyes obviously are being affected by the diabetes. You already have a heart issue, an enlarged heart. You have fatty liver disease. You have multiple issues going on. No, you're not allowed to have the cheeseburger and fries, Chantal. Not at all. That's like I said, how you were raised. You think you're allowed and you should get your way. It doesn't work that way. If you want to be healthy and do this right, nope, you're not allowed. None of that stuff.
A little over 1,200 or whatever, for example. Like the average person will eat 2,000 a day. I'm allowed a little more according to my fitness pal. I'm not
Please. Like
really
I
paying
said,
attention.
she's literally an alcoholic or a heroin addict saying, I'm going to take a little bit and it's okay. It doesn't mean that I'm still an addict. Like she's giving herself an excuse to continue the behavior. Do you see the manipulation? All this is manipulation.
Not right now. But it's like I'll just go and eat like whatever. Maybe 2
Please.
fast food meals after that. I'll order twice instead of just the once. And then I'll have like a whole night of snacking. It's just awful.
Yeah, because the junk food entices you to do that. So that's why you should stay away from it.
I want to find some kind of balance, you know?
Then the only balance that you will have, Chantal, is like I said, if you want to do this and kind of incorporate the junk food that you're so addicted to, you need to stay away from it and maybe have a treat once a week, if that. But you're not willing to do it. You want to eat it every day, all day, and it doesn't even matter because in your brain, you think you're allowed to have it. It's okay. It's just a little bit, which will go into a binge.
Because regardless, food should primarily be nourishment, 100%. But the reality of the society we live in, it's also pleasure.
No,
And I've built my channel around that.
that's an excuse. Look at I agree that they do market food in a horrible way and it makes it kind of hard for people, with food issues and all of that. I agree with that. But if you're able to recognize that's how that's what they're doing. They're basically brainwashing you and manipulating you into eating these types of foods. If you're aware of that, why do you do it to yourself? It doesn't make any sense.
And I enjoy it.
Do you really? I don't
I enjoy
know.
going out
Going out when?
and getting food, trying different new foods.
That's a lot. What new foods? You eat the same brown crap, Chantal. And like you literally, every time you're in the flammable vehicle, you're going to the same place. I don't know how many times we've driven by that mall. I don't know how many times we've driven by that same McDonald's. Like you literally go to the same places. You're not doing anything different. Trying new foods, what? The latest sandwich at Hardee's?
And
That's
if
new
you're
food?
restricted by that, it's hard
No, it's not. It's
mentally.
very easy. And you know what
And it's
makes
just
it,
not something.
and then another thing, you know what makes it hard for her is she surrounds herself with enablers. So that's why it's hard for her to get rid of the addiction because they enable her to have it because that's her comfy place. And they don't want to see her angry. So they kiss her ass. Teardrop.
I'm not strong enough to do. And I have to be
Salah.
honest about
Glitter
that.
tits.
But
But take a bite.
guilt tripping also doesn't help.
Guilt tripping. Who's guilt
Because it
tripping?
makes these little efforts I'm doing about who's trying to make other meals during the day healthy, not just all or nothing junk or no junk. It makes me feel bad a little bit about myself. So
So,
I don't want.
excuse me. So she doesn't want to feel bad about herself. So if anybody calls her out on her shit, she doesn't want anybody guilt tripping her. She wants her giant hug box to enable the addiction. That's what she wants. I hope everybody is hearing this and can see the manipulation right here.
That also, like in my chats and stuff, constant negativity.
Wow. Being held accountable is negativity. Okay. Jeez.
I mean, you're allowed to have an opinion, so I don't know.
Yeah, we
But
are. It's a public platform.
so all this to say, um, my niche is going to be food and beezing. Wow, having fun in real life.
What do you mean your niche? This is what you've done the entire YouTube LOL career. That's all you've done, Chantal. You haven't done anything different. Come on. Your new niche. Get out of here.
I love going out.
Since when? You don't go
Doing those long
anywhere.
live streams, going out.
You don't go out. You don't do anything. You literally sit in the car and you go to the same place and then harass the wild animals of Kuwait. Chantal, stop it.
So I'm gonna try to keep a balance in my daily life. And I think I feel so much relief knowing that I'm not putting all of these strict restrictions on
Please.
myself.
She doesn't want to be held accountable. That's all it is. Amazing.
And believe me, you don't have to show me. I know the cycle's insane. That's part of disordered thinking, is that cycle.
You're giving
This meal
yourself
is
an
really,
excuse. She's giving herself so many excuses, and this is some BS right here. Yeah,
actually
unbelievable.
really good. It's one of my favorite go-tos for like first meal of the day, breakfast kind of thing, because
Sure. So, yes, that's her go-to favorite meal, having this type of breakfast. That's why she keeps this nice 400-pound figure. Get bent, Chantal. Like you eat this all the time. Please.
it gives me a lot of energy. Like it's really good for you.
Joke.
Full of protein, good fats with the flaxseed.
Oh, yeah, she's a health fitness person now. Guru.
I think at some point, which I might talk about in therapy,
She might talk
What I don't
about.
like about therapy is they always ask you, what do you want out of therapy? And I really usually don't. I usually just say, I don't know, I'm just going to go with the flow. But this time, as more of a grown adult, I want, you know, I do want to go back in the past and make amends with things that are still hurting me today that I don't realize. I want to unleash those feelings that I have to. And I want healthy coping mechanisms for my depression.
So she wants to go in the past and release the demons of things that's hurting her, which I think is a good thing. Why does she want to seek therapy? I don't know if she gave the right answer. Maybe she doesn't know the answer. I don't know. I'm trying to think back to when I started therapy. I think one of the main things was to, for me, the main issue is to stop my brain from ticking. That was a constant thing with me where my brain just would not turn off, where I couldn't sleep. And then I would have nightmares when I did sleep and all of that. I wanted to stop that. I mean, it's stopped partially now. I don't have it as bad as I used to. And then like major depression and all of that, which I still, have my bouts of that every now and then. I really don't like to talk about it because I don't want to bring other people down like with my issues. Maybe someday I will, talk about it, but I'm sure many of you out there, you guys know what it's like to be in a depression. It's sad. It's a lonely place to be. But I don't know, Chantal, I think she's going into this therapy not being honest. That's what it feels like to me. I don't think she's going to be honest with the therapist or herself. So, like I said, she's setting herself up for failure. She's not going to continue this therapy. I guarantee it.
And mental health. So I know what I want. That'll make it a lot easier. But I'm definitely,
And I think if she was really serious about it, which I don't know, she might be, but just the vibe that I'm feeling right now, I feel like maybe Salah might be pushing her to do this. I don't know. I always believe, like I said, a lot of people don't believe this, but I believe that there's some trauma in her life from her early childhood. And that's why she behaves the way she does, especially with the men and all this kind of stuff like that. There's some type of daddy issue there. I believe if she truly gets to the core of that and works through that, I think she'll become a better person. I honestly do. But like I said, I have a problem, and my husband says this all the time, that I believe in people too much, even if they're assholes. I do. I genuinely believe in people. I always give people chances. I would give her a chance to, become a better person. But like I said, what I'm feeling right now is like I don't feel like it's genuine, honestly. And that's just my opinion. I'm allowed to have that opinion about her. So if she wants to come for me and say shut up, whatever she wants to say, whatever, Chantal, I'm allowed my opinion. Like I said, I have been in therapy for years with my own issues and all of that. So I say this from experience, from traumatic childhood things, from abusive things, from addict things, from all of that. Yeah. Carry on, Chantal.
I'm going to give it a solid go.
And judging by the live stream after this that she did, I don't think the giving it a go is going to work out for her.
Weird. So, consistency feels good.
It's been
And
one
I think
day.
it can only come from if you really believe in what you're doing, like with the no rage,
I don't believe that there hasn't been a rage. Like I said, she's in sock accounts on everybody's channel commenting, raging, as well as probably raging at Salah off camera or whoever off camera. So I don't think she was successful at that at all.
I actually don't know what people are saying about it. But when I do well at something, critics, haters, whatever, they never acknowledge it.
That's
They
a lie.
never acknowledge that I'm doing well.
That's not
Whatever.
true. Because, like I said, one of your people that you like to hate on, especially FFG, if you watch her channel, she gives credit where credit's due. I do the same thing. I'm not going to tear you down constantly all the time. If you do something good, if you do something positive, I'll say it's good or positive, Chantal. So that's a bold face lie. You just want people to hate you because you're a self-loathing person, because you hate yourself. You think everybody else around you hates you, and that's not the case.
You know? But a lot of you do, and I appreciate you guys. And
Please.
Everyone has their army. Everyone has their followers, you know? As everyone should. Everyone should have supporters. Well,
you have enablers. There's a difference
there, but you know what I mean. So I think honestly the trick is just that I just try. I just put in the effort to try to control my emotions and leave the rest up to.
And like I said, it obviously didn't work because she had a problem in the live, which I'll put the video up later.
God. Not only that, but just there was a switch. Something changed. I don't think I would be able to be consistent with the no rage for so long if there wasn't. It's a like a paradigm shift with my own mind.
There was no paradigm shift. You got in trouble because you did the Keemstar podcast, whatever, and did all that disgusting behavior on there. Like I'm waiting for the anime sucks person to get you in trouble as well for that. But yeah, Chantal, there was no paradigm shift. You obviously have been scolded by who? I don't know. Obviously not Salah. Maybe his family. Maybe the dad came down, told you off. I don't know. That's what happened. It wasn't a paradigm shift.
You know, like a
Please.
Realizing
you were told to behave.
There's no point in defending yourself over things. There's no point in being negative. It's just, I just want peace in my life and positivity.
Then stop creating chaos. You're the main one. It's not us. It's you. Simple example. Yesterday, the live stream where you were imitating multiple reaction channels. I mean, honestly, I didn't think it was that bad. It wasn't that mean. I know some people didn't like it. Like I said, she could have been worse, but it wasn't. It seemed like it was just for fun, whatever. If you want to live in peace and, have this whole kumbaya atmosphere, then why would you do something like that just yesterday? It doesn't make sense, Chantal. That's why I do not believe any of this crap that you're spilling in this video. You're still the same person. Just because you do things in the dark, in the shadows, doesn't mean it's not going to come to light, Chantal.
Much better. It's so much healthier. So I don't like myself when I'm angry and
sounds like the
hurting
Incredible
other
Hulk.
people. Even if I'm hurting other people back who have been who've come for me first, even if I'm being defensive, whatever. I don't like myself doing that.
Then why did you do that yesterday? It doesn't make any kind of sense. Why? You know why? Now that I'm thinking about it, I know why. Because who is it? Ron, that creepy pedo type individual, allegedly, it was paying you $10 to intimidate. I don't know why I keep saying intimidate. My brain, I'm losing it. Imitate reaction channels and all the other little enablers in your chat were like egging you on into doing it. You're one of those. You're like a pick me, like type of person. Maybe that's why Teardrop likes you so much. You're both like pick me's together. Weird.
Stuff attention. So that's, I think, why I've been successful, but I don't know.
Success.
Anyway, we'll see. It's still early in the year. But on that happy note, I guess that's it. I just wanted to explain that to you guys because I know you're confused, and I know people will stay confused for a little while because maybe they miss a video or whatever. But I'm going to just try to stick to fun content, food-related content, because
Because, you know, I want to stay nice and comfy in my addiction because it's comfort to me. That's why.
food is addictive, like a lot of other substances, but we still need to eat it. It's not the same. It's not totally the same as other addictions, and we still need to eat. And I can't have a guilty, all or nothing, abstinent kind of attitude with food. I just can't. I
But
want to
see,
have
she doesn't want to do the work. She doesn't want to have the feelings of that. She's never going to be successful. She just loves to live in the addiction. It's amazing to watch. She wants to sit there, comfort herself with the food.
balanced life, and that's what I'm working towards. So, anyways, guys, I thank you for watching and listening for the.
Okay, so that's it of this BS. Like I said, this was nothing but BS. I'm not buying any of this that she's spitting out. It's jail talk to me. She loves to live in her addiction. She wants to keep all the Beezers, the teardrops, the Tracys, the weirdos in her chat that keep this addiction going. She wants to surround herself with them, and that's what she's gonna get. Oh well, that's it for me. I will see you guys later on. Bye.